we finished the first two classification. So and we're going to continue for the 3. And we're going to click classification number 3. You can see the interface compared to the old version, it changes. We open the 3rd classification tool for input raster. We're going to click hill shade. Hill shade. Oh my god, hill shade. I don't know which one. Add a 3. Okay, so notice that the value table currently has no value. The reason is because the hillshade layers are symbolized using a stretched symbology scheme. So there is not a category for each range of values. We know that some shade is unavoidable at 4:30 in the afternoon. Yet we want to rule out areas that have a little to no sunlight, knowing that 0 means no illumination and 252 is the highest level of illumination at this time. Look at the legend. So it's right here. And we're going to decide to draw the acceptable cutoff value at 90. So that we're going to do is in the first reclassification cell under start, we're going to type 0. And then tab key, we're going to end at 90. And then new will be 0 and hit enter. And the next one we will start with 91. Oopsie, not there. 91. And then we will do 252 and then 1 and no data. No data. That's fine. And we will type no data. And no data as well. No data. Alright. So that cutoff value, we do have a cutoff value. So in the reclassification cell under star, we did enter 0. Under and we enter 90. And then under new, we enter 0 and we press the enter to start a new row. In the next row, we start and the end in value of 91 to 52. And the new value is 1. That make sure that the screen matches and graphic, and then we click the OK. We do have to put no data, and no data. And we click OK. And all the classification tools are ready to run, but we do have to combine the criteria rasters. We're going to do is raster calculator tool. Tools, raster calculator. Raster calculator. And we're going to drag the tool to our model builder. So we decided to weight aspect, slope, and hill shade to 20%, 50%, and 30% respectively. And we're going to do the calculator. Oh, this is really nice. Looks nice anyway, but the same feature. We're going to open the raster calculator tool. We double click classify aspect 1 to add it to the expression box, and in the expression box it will look like percent class underscore aspect 1%. Aspect. And this output raster is from the operation that will reclassify the aspect layer. And we're going to put our cursor after the final quotation mark and then double click the multiplication operator to add to the equation, enter space, and then enter. We will do times, whoopsies, times, double click, times, we do have to do a space. All right. We are not done yet. Point to 0. And then we're going to double click, left double click, use the mouse left, double click addition operator. So, and then I will do addition operator, and then double click slope, and times 0.5, oopsies, times 0.5, and then space plus, and we double click reclassify here, and then double click times 0.20 to 0.20. Oh no, it's 330, and we're going to click OK. Something wrong is here. The expression, it didn't like it. We have to redo it again or double check what was the issue here. Reclassification, classification, map algebra expression. Let's see, what was the issue here? It says it's not supported. Okay. Maybe I do have to 0.20 slope times (0.5) times 0.0 space 0. Oh, that's why. The expression. Let's just redo everything then. Erase it. We do have an aspect times. I cannot just do times and then times. As long as I click erase, right? Aspect times okay, it doesn't like it. Erase aspect, that's fine, and then space times 0.2 plus space. We have to figure it out. What's new here for our ArcGIS Pro, because this might take a little while. Let's just do it. Erase again. This, okay, and if space times, it doesn't like it. Then how do I do times? This one is times. I don't need condition. It's not to the power. Those are the tools, function, operator. Okay. Then, do I need the parenthesis? Put a parenthesis, okay. This times. So for this tool we did was classify, and although previously map algebra expression, they give you some wrong message as long as you double click reclassification aspect times and space 0.2 and space plus space reclassify slope times space 0.05 plus the reclassify heel shade percent times 0.03, and then we just right click on it and click run, and once it's done, and we will have a new layer. Once we have the new layer, we right click on it and go to property, no, not property, and then we do the symbology, and let's just save the model first, and we're going to close out the model. It's in our WinYard, and now you can see we have it. So we have to set up for manual interval 3, and we have that 3 classification, and we just follow everything, and we're going to save the project. We're done. So to summarize that, we have the GIS analysis is an important first step, but it is just one piece of equation. We know that these sites are geographically suitable for planting, but now the owner must consider several other factors before investigating in planting. For instance, what grape varietal makes the most sense from a business perspective. Different kinds of grapes, for example, Syrah, Pinot Noir, and Chardonnay are common varieties in this region. What is the average tonnage yield per acre? Because of your scrupulous suitability analysis, the yields are likely to be at least average, likely better. Are these grapes going to be sold to other winemakers or used for the owner's label? If the former, what is the average price per ton that they can expect to reap? If the latter, how many cases in the owner's winery able to get per ton of grapes, and what is the profit margin? How much will the additional vineyard blocks add to the overhead costs of field workers, vineyard managers, fertilizers, water, pest abatement, and so on? Will the financial gain in good years be enough to offset losses from the inevitable challenges of drought, pests, or early frost? What type of soil exists at each site, and how does that type affect the decision? Soils are important in terms of rootstock selection, which down the line will dictate your irrigation practices. So we're going to add soil clip from WinYard, and I'm going to symbolize unique value based on the name value field, and place the planting site layer at the top of the content of the table. So we're going to do that real quick. So soil clip, and going to put on top of the planting, wait a little bit. All right, place at the top. I'm going to move down here. That's the soil. And what soil type are represented in your top choice planting? So let's see, attribute table. Bring it back. All right. Okay, so the Greenfield fine sandy loam will be the top. Let's see, what was the reason for that? With 9 to 15 slope, the slope, percent slopes. Let's see, soil clip, maybe we'll just do no color. Oh, not white, no color. Let's try it. Alright, so